Welcome to today's Pages Past. Our tale today is a legend from ancient Scotland that deals with the fair folk. These beings are also known as the Sidhe, the fairy folk, the Fae, and by many other names. But myths about them are very, very common and very, very popular. They're nothing like the fairies that you think of, the little Tinkerbell and all of those. Oh no. These fairies are tall and beautiful and powerful, and sometimes just a little bit scary. Today's tale is called A Vision of the Dead. A poor woman from Nithsdale sat spinning wool. Beside her, her child dozed in its cradle. Just then, the young mother heard a sound like dead leaves blowing in the wind. Turning to look, she saw a tall, beautiful lady, dressed in green and carrying a baby. "Would you please watch my baby until I return?" the lady in green asked. "Of course," replied the poor mother. The Nithsdale woman began to wonder when the green lady did not return later that afternoon or that evening. She wondered even more the next day when she found new clothes for her children and some delicious cakes neatly arranged on the hearth. Days passed, then months, and still the lady in green did not return. Summer arrived, and suddenly the lady in green appeared again. A child on the floor reached for the hem of her dress, but its hand passed through the fabric. The strange woman was one of the Sidhe. "Very kind. You have been most kind to my baby," said the lady. "I'll take her now." "That is your right," the Nithsdale mother said, "but we've grown fond of her, and will be sorry to part with her." "Come with me," the lady in green said, "and I'll show you my house." They walked through the wood to a green hill. The lady muttered strange words, and a door opened in the hill. They entered, and the door closed behind them. All the Nithsdale mother could see was bare dirt walls. But the lady put 3 green drops in the mother's right eye. "Now you see my home," said the lady. The Nithsdale woman looked, and instead of bare walls, she saw a field of barley between green hills. A brook flowed through the field like a thread of silver. The lady in green put 3 green drops in the Nithsdale mother's left eye. This time, when the mother looked, she saw people tending the fruit trees and harvesting barley. Some she recognized. "I see many here that I thought long dead," exclaimed the mother. "What are they doing here?" "You see those who have died and now live in the other world," said the green lady. Suddenly, the Nithsdale woman found herself back in the room with bare walls. For some time after, she could see the Sidhe passing through the woods around her house. One day, she waved and said hello to one of the fairy folk. "With which eye do you see me?" asked the fairy. "With both eyes," the mother replied. The fairy blew into both her eyes and vanished. The Nithsdale woman never saw a fairy again. Why do you think stories about fairies are so common?